what's going on? Back here with another video. Fresh haircut, you know what I'm saying? That was cringy, but I have another car I want to show. Just keeping the history of my YouTube channel. Just something to remember. Like, I'm talking too much, but yeah, here's the car. Yeah, this is my 1990 Nissan 300ZX. It still mind boggles me that I have this car right now, because I've been wanting this car for a long freaking time, man. Yeah, so just to give you a little walk around of the car. The car's not perfect, which is why I was able to afford one. You can see, like, this taillight panel is cracked. There's holes in the trunk. I guess there's a spoiler on here. The paint isn't in the perfect condition. There's a little rust spot there that's been patched, but it's bubbling again. There's a little bit of rust there. Window moldings are gone, basically. The fenders, the whole front end is basically mismatched. Like, it's not mismatched, but it's not put on properly. There's a little bit of rust on the T-top. Yeah, the bumper is in rough shape. You see. Oh yeah, the fender liner on this side. A piece of it's missing, the lower piece. It's not even in properly too. Little dents and stuff. Oh yeah, the pinch bolts are kind of messed up too by the front end side, because people jacked it up from that side. I don't think you're supposed to, but the underbody's been rust proofed. See if you can see a little bit. Yeah, it's been rust proofed. So I live in Toronto. The cars here, any car that's been driving through the winter here, it's gonna die of rust if you don't treat it properly. Even the trunk, I'll show you. Bro, the trunk is basically immaculate in terms of rust wise. Like, I don't know how this trunk is so clean, because usually any old car, like, the taillight gasket's leaking and it leaks inside the trunk, and water just sits in there. But this is like a big win when I bought the car. There's a little bit of rust around here and inside here in the corners of the quarter panel, but it's not major. And I just sprayed oil numbed for now until I get it treated. Yeah, also to mention, this car has an exhaust system. I don't know the brand. The brakes are the rear brakes are done. I need to replace those. So they have the 4-piston in the front and then 2-piston in the rear brakes. So I never had these kind of brakes on a car before. So once I get the brakes all situated, it'll stop on a dime. But yeah, this car has been oil sprayed like its entire life. Or not, it's been oil sprayed, and the rust isn't for the year of the car. Yeah, you can see the holes here for where they spray oil. And also, usually the bottom of the hatch usually rusts out because water collects in the seams. And it's been oil sprayed, so I don't think there's any rust in the trunk, which was also a big win for me. You can see there's oil sprayed there. These tend to rot out for older cars, and then it's all oil sprayed and stuff. Yeah, these seats are Ractive seats, and I'm pretty sure they're eBay seats, and I don't really trust them, because this one is, you can see it's bolted in, one that's missing. So I think it's only 3 bolts and nuts are holding the seat in. You can see, let me go shake. Yeah, it's not secure properly, so I'm gonna have to find a new seat for that. But this seat looks pretty nice. I think that one's held in by all 4 bolts and stuff. But they're different seats. Inside the carpets look like they were replaced because they look very black and not brand new, but they look like they were replaced. You can see 203,210 kilometers. I'm pretty sure this is the original engine. This whole dash panel was replaced, and I know that because the VIN was replaced, or the VIN is different from the actual VIN of the car. They didn't really do a very good job because the dash sticks out. You can see the dash sticks out a little bit, so I have to get that fixed. Shift boots ripped up. That's fine. It has an aftermarket stereo, which sucks ass. I'm pretty sure this was painted red, because I see in other 300ZXs are black. Only this speaker's working, so none of the other speakers in the car are working, so I don't know whoever worked on this car, what they did. We'll have to fix that crap too. Glove box, some wiring that I don't know what somebody did. I have to check that stuff too. The ashtray slash somewhat cup holder. The cigarette lighter doesn't work. It's all rusty inside. I have to clean that. Little compartment area. I also forgot to mention this is a 2+2, so there's no back seats. This is my first 2-door car, or not 2-door, first 2-seat car. Yeah, this car also has T-tops. I can't even get a good view. T-tops. So I have a convertible, basically. I can take the tops off and, have my hair blowing in the wind. And yeah, the right side does leak, but it doesn't leak that much because I had the car outside in the rain. It was pouring rain for the whole day, and there's only like a few drops on the door panel, so it's not terribly bad, but I'll have to get that fixed. But yeah, that's basically the inside of the car. And you can see I'm in my favorite parking lot because there's nobody here. One day I'm gonna get kicked out of this place, but I'm just coming here until that day happens. But let me show you inside the engine bay. Okay, so you can already see that the intake manifold is not. Hold up. The intake manifold is red, which is supposed to be like a silver color. You can't miss that. You really can't miss that. I'm pretty sure that's somewhat common on like 300ZXs that are in the Rust Belt. I don't know, but that's been patched up, and I don't trust that. I need to go over that, and I don't know if I went through. Probably did, but that needs to be fixed ASAP. Not ASAP, but I made my own battery DIY tie down because there's no tie down in the battery tray. Underneath that plastic piece is all rusty, so this is not really secured properly because the hole that holds this pole is rusted out. So, and that's because this cowl is broken because people are too lazy to take that off when they're changing the battery, so people break that, and it's very common on these cars, so I have to buy that crap. Even the bushings for the rad are missing, so I just put that as a temporary thing so it doesn't damage the plastic or whatever. Hopefully, I don't even know if that helps. It has a cold air intake. Let me see if you can see. Yeah, it's all dirty and shit. And yeah, I plugged a bunch of wires somewhere. I don't know what the wires are for. I have to check all that crap. There's a bunch of wires here that are unplugged. I'm pretty sure that's probably for the cruise control or something. What else? Yeah, there's a bunch of zip ties and stuff like all around the place and stuff. And this car has been tampered with by some young fellow. But this is a non-twin turbo, so this is why I was able to afford the car also, because the twin turbos go for like a lot of money nowadays. The main reason like the guy sold this car is because one of the lifters were ticking in the engine, and I heard it myself, and I put my ear to it, and it sounded like top end, like it sounded like it was in here, in the middle right here, and it sounded like a tick. And all I did was just, after I bought the car, I just decided to take it for a drive, just to drive it, you know. The next day, in the morning, the tick was gone. And I've been driving the car a little bit here and there, and I drove it to work, I drove it over 150 kilometers so far, maybe 200, and the tick hasn't come back, so I fixed the car myself just by driving it. But yeah, that's the car I bought. Should I say the price? How much I bought it for? I might as well say it. What's the point of not saying it? Yeah, no, I bought this thing for $3,000 Canadian. So the guy originally sold it for four grand, and I asked him if he could take $3,000, and he took it. And for what I paid for, I think I got a really good deal. Considering the prices of these cars nowadays, they go for like over 10 grand for an NA. Sometimes manual, mostly automatic. And twin turbos go for 30K. And the fact that I have just the car itself, people sell the shells for this much, but it's running and driving and all that, crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry for this camera angle. I have no phone mount or nothing, so there's nowhere to put this camera. I'm gonna buy a GoPro one day. You know, when I feel like it. I don't know. But yeah, this car is a project car, so it's going to need a lot of time, love, and care. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for a little drive. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall out. Yeah, the car runs smooth. The timing belt was done like at some time. It looks like it's in good condition. So that was my main concern with this car, because I know the notorious 120K maintenance or whatever for this car is like a must for this car. You don't want this car breaking the timing belt, then you're fucked. But yeah. It's gonna fall. Watch this, it's gonna fall. Also, the suspension on this car is very, very worn out. Like, it feels like I'm driving a 1990 Nissan suspension. This car, I get a lot of looks. Like, this car, like, it gives me the attention like I don't want, but it's whatever. It's a red sports car, old red sports car, so you're begging for attention when you get a car like that. But that wasn't my intention. So it's just a car I wanted, and then the attention came with it. So, but yeah, the transmission shifts nice. It doesn't grind. I don't think so. I never changed no fluid yet. But every time I go on a bump, the suspension, it feels like the car's gonna break. It feels like I'm driving on wood or something. It feels horrible. It's not horrible to the point it's unsafe, but it doesn't feel nice compared to my TSX. We give a small little pull, tiny little pull. That's all you get. These roads are too bumpy to do something too fast. I drove this car on the highway, and the max I felt comfortable going was 100 kilometers an hour, and that's very bad. Everything makes noise. It's an old 90s car, so I can't ask for too much, but I'm used to this kind of stuff. I had an Integra, so well, yeah, I'm surprised about how the car can run and drive and never broke down yet. Yeah, that's the car. It's running culture. You know, just in another parking lot. It's right by the highway. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking. Just I love the car. It's been what I wanted for a while. You know, I was thankful that God was able to bless me with this car. I've been so miserable that I wasn't able to buy this car. Because it wasn't affordable. All the prices that I was seeing was not affordable, but the deal that I got and stuff, it was God's timing. That's all I can say. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Just enjoy the rest of your day and night. And later.